I believe it is a historic moment because we've really been working on our economic development, the future vitality of the city. And I think that this is a testament to really looking for the proper economic development for the city of Palm Coast.
A landmark moment is underway in Palm Coast where a major digital infrastructure project is set to transform the city's economic future. Digital infrastructure company DC Blocks is building a subsea cable landing station and data center campus in town center. The first fiber optic line named Sol will connect directly to Europe, dramatically expanding international bandwidth. Palm Coast Vice Mayor Teresa Pontieri.
So this is a cable that is going to provide basically a conduit for more data and more carriers to be able to provide better access, internet speed to our state, to our area. This is exactly the type of economic development that I feel our brand really draws to and should be more prolific in the city of Palm Coast.
The Sol cable is owned by Google and marks the first project of its kind in this part of Florida. Officials say the facility will bring high-speed global connectivity to Palm Coast, attracting other tech giants and positioning the city as a key hub for internet traffic.
Basically, what we're hoping is that it will draw other big entities like Google to the city of Palm Coast.
DC Blocks says the data center will operate quietly, create skilled jobs, and help diversify the city's tax base without adding heavy traffic. Construction will begin soon, with city leaders pledging to keep residents updated as the project moves forward. Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, July 10th. Assistant County Attorney Sean Moylan has withdrawn his candidacy to become Flagler County's next county attorney, citing division among commissioners. His decision leaves two remaining applicants, Marcia Siegel-George and Michael Rodriguez, who will be interviewed on July 15th. Moylan said he preferred to step aside and avoid further disagreement and will continue as deputy attorney. Current county attorney Al Hadid retires August 2nd after nearly 3 decades in the role. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Flagler County Sheriff's deputies were kept busy over the 4th of July weekend.
On Seminole Woods Parkway in Palm Coast, a man was caught throwing marijuana out a window while fleeing from deputies. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
2 people that tried to flee from deputies found out they couldn't and went to jail. One individual left and tried to elude deputies because he had a small amount of marijuana. Now he faces 2 felony charges, so he turned a misdemeanor into multiple felonies.
Then proactive deputies stopped a vehicle in Bunnell with illegal window tint, but found so much more that was wrong. The driver of the vehicle told deputies he didn't have a driver's license and never had one. When he stepped out of the vehicle, deputies found a napkin and baggie and drug paraphernalia. He was arrested. In addition, deputies also investigated some serious transportation situations.
Sadly, 2 people lost their life in vehicle crashes, and 2 boating accidents occurred on the intercoastal, one with serious injuries.
Flagler County Sheriff's Office deputies made 25 arrests this past weekend. With an increased presence throughout the long weekend, deputies handled over 1,300 calls for service and made 294 traffic stops. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
What I would say is what we have done is we have preserved Medicaid for those that it was intended for.
Congressman Randy Fine is providing details on some of the entitlement reforms contained in the Big Beautiful Bill.
As for the perceived cuts to Medicaid, Congressman Fine says we won't see the impacts here.
All we did was say if you're an illegal immigrant, you can't get Medicaid. Well, in Florida, if you're an illegal immigrant, you can't get Medicaid. And the second thing we did is we created work requirements for able-bodied childless adults. This is a 30-year-old who wants to sit at home and play video games in his parents' house. You don't have a kid, and you're healthy. Those people shouldn't have Medicaid. In Florida, we never expanded it to them.
Fine says the reforms in the Big Beautiful Bill were necessary.
We have preserved Medicaid for those that it was intended for. There are 35 million people below the poverty line in the United States, yet there are 70 million people on Medicaid. Medicaid is supposed to be for a kid with special needs. It's supposed to be for a single mom. It's supposed to be for someone who lost their job and is looking for a new one. It is not supposed to be a way of life for those too lazy to work.
Tomorrow, Congressman Fine will share his thoughts on the Big Beautiful Bill's reforms to the tax code. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Daryl Moody.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.